Alright, I didn't think I'd be making this video so fast, but the backpack that I was previously using broke, and I jumped back to an old backpack that I bought. This retails for 60 bucks. I think this is an older version. I think they have this in green now. But you know, I thought it was more of an entry-level bag, but it seems pretty good. I've been using this bag for only a week now, but I guess I could just show off some of its features. I'll try to do an update later on about future durability on this bag, but it does a lot more than I thought you know, it was capable of. So one thing I think that's nice to point out first is just all of these individual spots that you can hook stuff onto. And I just did a video about a different backpack, and the zippers broke. And this backpack doesn't really have the same strain that it puts onto the... It makes the zippers a strain point to hold the weight. And I think that's one thing to think about when getting a backpack. And this one really doesn't have that problem where, you know, the zipper material is doing some of the heavy lifting work. One thing that I do like about this bag too is that it sits really high on your back, and I've carried the contents of this bag, which, to be honest, I haven't weighed it, but maybe it's probably like 30 pounds or something. But on other backpacks that sit really low, it can really make this feel a lot heavier than it actually is. But the straps on this definitely help it to feel like it's lighter. So a couple of customizations that I've made to it, I've cut these threaded yellow stitching and made it like a larger loop so that I can clip more stuff onto it, because this is kind of how my tool pouch works. I have a belt, like a normal belt, and I clip this onto it with my lineman and my channel locks, and then my drill hanging off this hammer loop. And then the other side is a tough belt pouch. So this is kind of how I have it laid out. I have, in here I have, here, let me just start here. Here I have bits. I would describe this as like my hole saw and like different types of bits, holders and such. Like I got a tubing cutter and a couple other hole saws. Just rained recently, so everything's really in rough shape. Like I have locking extensions, longer extensions for hard to reach places like Unibit, a reamer, locking extensions for 7/16 size hole saws, my 1 3/8 inch and 1/8, 7/8, and so that's what this holds. It holds a decent amount of stuff. You're always going to be using these, so I have quick access to it. You're going to come into a bunch of random change orders where you're going to need a right angle drill, and locking extensions of all different sizes are going to be really handy. I have a tubing cutter as well in here from Rigid. This is for plumbers, but it works really well for you when you're in a tight space. I've got a couple terminating screwdrivers, like so it just fits a decent amount of stuff. I was sort of surprised in how much it holds, but it holds a good amount. And that's the little compartment there. This is my parts section. Like I have a bunch of parts that I might randomly need when there's no instruction on, or the job site doesn't stock things properly. And then I got some boot covers. Got a bunch of material in there. If you wanted to, you could put like a name tag or something there. It's kind of a nice feature, I'd say. Doing this one-handed. And then this side is like numbers books and notepads and a charger for my phone, non-contact voltage tester, and some roto bits. So just some stuff that you can put in the sides there to give you an idea of how to use that space. And here's the main compartment, and this is everything that I'm able to fit in there. I've got I normally carry 3 batteries on me. Right now we're doing a lot of underground, we're working on a data center, so I have my Sawzall with me instead of my bandsaw. I fit a flex bandsaw in here instead of Milwaukee bandsaw. I've yet to make that switch. This is just kind of all the stuff that I'm able to fit in here, and there's still a little bit of space, so you know, I've got my Sawzall. I usually have an extra battery. There's still some space left over in there. Drill, impact. Now I've got my tap kit and drill bits, 2 pairs of channel locks, and my lineman. And it holds all this stuff really well. Sits up high on your back. So far, initial impressions, I think it's surprisingly a good bag for the value. I'd recommend it. This is just my review of it. I'm pretty happy with it. It feels a lot lighter than other bags. Stitching and padding on the back seems pretty good. And yeah, so you can hold a lot of stuff in here. I was pleasantly surprised for only $60. Pretty good budget bag. Gives you a lot of room. So maybe you'll enjoy this bag yourself.